Governor, what do you think?
It's been reported in conversations that literally as we speak, the state of Rhode Island is engaged in an ex parte hearing, I believe in State Superior Court, with the proprietors of Maxx Fitness of Warren and Lincoln, Rhode Island. The crux of the case, from at least conversations with the business owners, seems to be the arbitrary and, as they contend, the capricious nature of the state to involve themselves in a consensual business relationship between a gym club member and the gym club owners, pointing out that at the same time they are, in the case of Lincoln, the only business closed in the Lincoln Mall. What is the state's strategy on this, and how far is the state willing to go if, in fact, this starts what happened, we discussed a few weeks ago in Michigan, a wildfire of businesses who, faced with extinction, simply refused to comply?
We have a set of rules that are in place. They are sensible rules that aim at restricting businesses and offering compensation for the revenue lost for closure. The governor has been exemplary among governors in offering that dual policy. So we think we've offered a very reasonable set of restrictions. I, least of all, want to see businesses restricted or closed, but public health officials have indicated which categories of businesses offer the greatest risk and for which closure offers the greatest benefit during the pause. So these businesses ought to close. There are very strong legal arguments that can and will be made pertaining to the public health authority of the state under those circumstances, and it is possible that under such circumstances as you describe, a temporary restraining order will be sought.
Governor, what do you think of these businesses openly defined?
At what point in time can business owners just allow themselves, in the case of this business, which clearly has an enormous amount of money invested, allow themselves to be placed involuntarily into extinction at the hands of a government who appears to be just picking and choosing arbitrarily? I mean, the only business closed in Lincoln Mall?
I question the premise in that the business might be at greater risk if there weren't compensation, but there is compensation being offered for the revenue lost. Therefore, this is one of the more fair programs in the entire country, indeed globally, as these restrictions have taken place.
Yeah, let me address this. And Brian said, what do I say? It's not arbitrary and capricious. It is in direct response to a public health emergency. Our hospitals are filled, people are dying, and I had to make difficult decisions in order to get the virus under control. Unlike Michigan, at the very same time I put the restrictions in place, we put $100 million out the door to compensate for lost revenue in this 2-week period. So Brian, what do I say to gym owners? I say follow the law. It is a law like any other law. I am sorry it's difficult. Please, sign up to get the compensation, follow the law, do the right thing, and oh, by the way, if everyone does do that and obeys the pause, it'll only be 2 weeks, and we'll be able to open them.